Alright.
There's a shirtless dude in jail.
Save me. I'll die in this.
And it's free experience to pick locks.
Bless you.
I'll die in this place. Oh, we're gonna steal your shit.
Well, it wasn't really his.
Well,
And right there, behind us, the entrance to the vault. We'll be getting to that later.
Please help me, my lady.
Because to end up getting...
that was a very disinterested voice. Please help me. No, no.
I am stuck here. Allow me to leave.
I've been here for years.
They're escaping!
Alarm!
And
Yeah, just I'm like, just kind of waving his sword around his head. I'm like, yeah, that's real useful there, buddy.
everyone, we're feeling good? Yes.
Woohoo! Raise the roof.
If I keep doing this, it might do something.
Go down!
He's throwing some type of...
Buff or something for his companions.
As far as I can tell, the buff the captains give out like that is a armor buff or a damage increase for the enemy. And while those statues have name when we're in this room, the autosave removed their names. Because that was checking to see if we had Isabel. She has a quest with those three. And unceremoniously, the Harlequin enemy is in this one. Has a rather nice character model on it, though. Even if it is more or less a reskinned rogue.
Yeah, they were all goofy in Inquisition too. Like, leave it to the Orlesians to make assassins dressed in a fucking clown suit.
They must be entirely stealthy. Let's give them the loudest outfit possible.
Done with my hospitality already, are we? Such a shame.
You should have killed me when you had the chance.
I agree. Thankfully, I have an opportunity to rectify that mistake.
Just let her go, Prosper. It's me you want.
What I want is to ensure you cannot further hinder...
What?
Do your job and kill them, Jason. Is that not why I keep you around?
He is at least, smart enough to realize, oh, probably should have killed you. Let's fix that now.
Derp, I'm a dork.
Go down!
I wear a mask on my face and carry two on my legs for some reason.
I look like a juggalo.
Let's finish this!
I don't know. They could have made them more interesting.
They're just like goofy. We've the perfect disguise for blending in assassinations at children's parties.
At children's parties, carnivals, and various other events where people normally don't need to die.
Have to go back down and through the caves I mentioned before.
I don't know. I think probably a lot of people need to die at children's parties.
I think that's a lot of people want to die.
I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
I was doing you a favor!
An entirely open area with nothing inside.
Nothing. The vaults.
Yep. Now we're going to the vaults.
Seems like an odd place for, you know, a table and chairs.
Vaults. Wonder what Prosper.
Had a nice, tea before going to the dungeon.
And you'd think this would be a puzzle. It is, but we cannot solve it right now. Oh well, technically we could, but we'd be skipping the other puzzles that, you know, are necessary. Instead we get this. Use the apparatus. You get a mark above your head. Use the same mark to open the same color door. Occasionally, you know, I have to mix marks together.
Interesting.
It's... You see, because we got this blue here.
The right runes in there. It'll make them into something new.
Which... That's really all we need to do was to get to here. But behind the purple door is, you know, more stuff. We were told here coming to steal, so...
Shale, no! I'd like him to see bring Shale back. Even like a temporary companion.
They wouldn't even need a good excuse for it either. They'd...
I don't know, just have her show up and everybody be like, yay, it's Shale!
Maybe I'm going crazy, but there's something odd about that painting. What do you think, Hawk?
It's ugly!
It's an ugly painting, but also the key to solving a puzzle. Also, you do not have to be the one to open the doors. You can put marks on your companions.
Oh, make everyone click a different one and then go open that door, would you?
Yep.
Nice.
Because otherwise, you can't actually get everything because this happens and doors close. It gets really, really confusing. But once you get it figured out, it's not difficult. Just the proper bouncing around of everything. To get the necessary colors. That was puzzle 1 of 3. 4.
Goodness.
Well, technically 1 of 6.
Ugh.
Yes, because there's this puzzle. The puzzle the painting solves. You gotta do that puzzle again, and other painting puzzles. And the trick to this is to put the, or technically what lines up with the painting you unveil, to have the ones with the mask be the ones that are having the tiles show up.
Yeah, that's not obtuse at all.
It could be much worse.
Well, it could always be worse, but...
Because they could decide to do that, and then combine it with Towers of Hanoi.
I'm actually a little disappointed there's no Towers of Hanoi. It feels incomplete without that asshole puzzle somewhere.
I was fully expecting it, but it's just not here, and it does feel like something is missing. It's relatively simply when you know what you're doing. It's just very annoying.
Yeah. Well, it all depends on the interface. Like, I had a bit of trouble doing the one in Inquisition in Descent because the interface was fucking awful. And then when I was doing Mass Effect, it was in that one, and it's just a matter of pressing buttons. So it went like 10 times faster. Because in Inquisition, you were actually moving from point to point to point, and if you weren't standing in exactly the right spot, you might activate the wrong thing, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it was like... They kind of put it in as a joke, but at the same time, it was still a miserable experience because they made it even worse, if that were possible.
It's a very simple concept. Making it worse is...
Takes some doing, yeah.
So it could be as annoying to do as some of the puzzles here, but that's just because I'm bad at something. Like memorization. I'm really bad at memorizing the place those things are in.
Draw a picture.
And I'm also very bad at realizing that the marks went away from everyone's heads. So, what was something I could have easily done, instead now becomes the jump around and find my way back through. Especially with the doors closing. It's not fun.
Whoever designed this puzzle is an asshole.
It's almost like they didn't want you to complete it. It's like to keep people out or something. But you're at least able to actually see the...
Behind the green door. That's a nice 70s porn reference there.
Yeah, it could be worse.
True.
Once you actually figure out how you're supposed to end up doing these, it's not difficult, especially when, you know, if you end up messing up like this, the painting's right there. They give you the solution.
I got fat loot.
But Now onto the worst puzzle of them all, besides automatically closing doors. What is essentially lights out.
Oh, I think we're supposed to.
Except all the lights are out, you have to turn them all on. And for those that know this puzzle very well, yes, I already screwed up.
Well, shit. There always comes that moment when you're doing these puzzles and you're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah. It's about that moment where you're like, I got this. And you have your whole plan, and then
You're like, oh, I don't got it. God damn it, now I have to reset it.
quite clearly this is supposed to end up being a picture of the Duke. But, honestly, if you ended up making a vault with puzzles like this in there, I don't think anyone would want to break into it.
Get halfway through and be like, oh, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go knock over a 7-Eleven.
And luckily a reset lever is right there. And I am very bad at these puzzles, so... because I didn't learn. What I did the first time won't work. So I tried again. And that didn't work.
And again, and again.
I'm like, I know the trick, but I screw it up a lot. Because there's a pattern you can essentially take to have it to where you have to press the ones on the line below that have an empty spot above them, which will cause everything to flip over to reveal the full picture. And this is me looking it up. And then still messing it up. Then double checking, figuring out, oh, I messed it up, and trying again, and messing it up.
I'm not proud of my puzzle solving today.
So let's try this once more. See, it's just as easy as looking it up online.
I'm gonna find somebody who's got way more patience than me that's had the time to write this bullshit down.
Pretty much.
Well, that's Orlesian.
And for this entirety thing that we do, go through all the puzzles of the vault. Click on and do everything necessary. We get ourselves not much, really. It's been because,
Chivos.
yeah, achievements, and you do get not a great set, it's an okay set of armor. It's a pretty okay thing of armor done by the things. I'll equip it for the rest of the DLC.
Just to mix things up a bit.
Instead of wearing what is, hilariously enough, Orlesian Guard armor.
Well, and also reminds me of one of the armor sets in Dragon's Dogma. It's got the same lion head pauldrons and whatnot.
And here we are. Right
The dungeons.
back where we started.
Deja vu!
Deja vu with the coin purse.